I take it you have concerns.
I can think of a few.
You're only escalating matters.
You expect us to believe you're going to fight your own children?
I can't deny my responsibility for what Valen and Arkan have become. I have to end their bloodshed.
Were you in love with Valkorian? Out of curiosity. I don't know why I need to know, but I do.
What did you see in Valkorian that you had children with him?
You say he was a homicidal tyrant, but
Yes.
that isn't the man I knew.
What?
He was benevolent, wise, even kind. At least at first. We never agreed on how the children should be raised, and over time he became more and more distant. More cold. I was afraid for what the children would become. But when I decided to leave, they chose him. I couldn't force them.
You've been lying to us all this time. Now you give us this woe is me story, and we're supposed to take your word for it?
You don't have to take my word. You can ask the Immortal Emperor himself.
What?
I'm not him, I'm myself.
When Valkorian was in charge, he wasn't fixated on waging war. If we can get him back on the throne...
Valkorian is a world devourer.
He brought direction and stability to Zakul.
Trust me, Koth, you don't know him like I do.
No. You don't know him like I do.
Neither of you know him like I do.
Try sharing a little less.
That isn't what I meant.
Interruption. The Republic astromech has established contact.
T7, what does he have for us?
Report. A criminal meatbag on Zakul has been in search of the gravestone. This Lady of Sorrows alleges she can establish a dialogue with its computers.
Lady of Sorrows? Good luck with her.
I take it she's trouble.
She's an information broker. Acts as her own enforcer. Never apprehended. So yes, trouble. She operates in Zakul's Old World district. I know it better than anyone. I'll escort you.
Okay. Sure. Why not? We can have a fantastic chat along the way about your immortal emperor. I still love it that some of you call him the immortal emperor when he's dead. How can he be immortal if he's dead? But anyways, I digress. This will be fun.
I have a feeling we'll find things to talk about on the way.
One or two.
It's worth a try, this Lady of Sorrows. But I'd like a word before you leave.
Of course.
Who thought the Lady of Sorrows would be the key to figuring you out? Destiny calls.
Now that the truth is out about Valkorian, there's a shortage of trust. I need you to find it within yourself to try. Not an easy task. Koth believes in Valkorian. Senya withheld vital information. Neither one trusts the other. That's why you must act as an example.
Do you trust them, Lana? Honestly, do you trust either one of them? Because the fact that Koth is in love with Valkorian is grating on every single nerve that I have, and I don't have many of them left, to be honest. How can he say the things, and he just ignores the fact that we watched an entire planet, Lana, be eaten. We've seen horrific things at Valkorian's hand, and he's out here defending him, and I'm supposed to trust somebody like that? But give me your opinion.
You really think they're trustworthy?
I'm too much of a realist for absolute trust, especially after Ziost, but I know their intentions are sound. May the Force serve you well out there.
Thank you. I see. I was checking my mail before we left, and Heskel sent something. Your prowess as a warrior was never in question. Our duel was not designed to test your skill or restraint. I needed to see the fate you were concealing. I know now the Eternal Emperor's spirit lives within you, and that your refusal to accept his gift is what blinded my scions. Know that Valkorian is your ally? And wishes to see this galaxy restored. When the final battle comes, he will stand with you. Let his power flow through you and guide us all to victory. Well, This definitely confirms that I cannot, in fact, trust the Scions at all. Vic! I've got to admit, I figured the stories were true and you died on Zakul. Never thought I'd find myself haggling with a legend to come back from the grave over some worthless thief. Don't know what your angle is with Tora, but if I catch her sniffing around my business again, she's dead. I mean, honestly, that is fair enough. Upside to my day is that all those merchants saw me walk away from you, and now my skim off them is double what it used to be. They think we're pals. I cut you in on the take, but you don't seem like the type to be interested. You and me will just stay out of each other's way like a couple of... Yes. Perfect. I have no problem staying out of Tanovic's way. In fact, that's probably for the best, all things considered. That's exciting, though, that now his business is doing better. Oh, goodness, because he and I became friends, as it were. What are you all doing?
Should feel better.
Koth? What is going on my ship? Honestly, what is happening around here?
Odd fluctuations. Relays are gunked up or something. We have to clean out the junctions.
Maybe you should clean out the junctions? Isn't that part of your job? No? Didn't you bring an entire crew on board, Koth, for this? Where am I even going to find whatever it... this, right? These things? Koth, you do realize that I'm a Sith, right? I was trained on how to kill people through the Force, not repair ships. But all right, if you insist. How is that? And
Everything's good to go. What was it?
An infestation. If they'd grown any bigger, we'd have more to worry about than spotty power. We should check the rest of the ship.
Courtesy, I will take it upon myself to eradicate these hostile stowaways, masters. Once I have gathered additional munitions, I will scour the ship from top to bottom.
Whoa, easy! We can have you blasting through the hull left and right.
Appeasement. I can employ knives and blunt force instruments instead. Would that make you feel safer?
Not really.
Next time, you're on cleanup detail.
honestly, let HK do whatever HK wants. HK, thank you so much for volunteering to clean up the infestation. That is awfully kind of you. Koth, say thank you. That means the rest of us can free up our time to do other things. Like try to get Valkorian out of our heads, for instance.
A love the hand of tithe could not deny.
We're headed back into the heart of Arkan's empire, and you're singing.
What better time? Anyway, where we're going, no one will be looking for criminals. Most of the people there are criminals, which of course presents its own dangers.
Delightful.
Even so, I do enjoy visiting the old world. It's a piece of Zakul history. Valkorian's first attempt at creating a grand society.
A failed attempt.
Only in scale. To him, it wasn't nearly grand enough.
Will you tell me about you and Valkorian? I'm actually quite curious.
I want to know more about your relationship with Valkorian.
The story really isn't as outlandish as whatever you're imagining. We met after I earned a place in his elite guard. I never hesitated to speak my mind, which caught his attention, I suppose. He was fascinating, bold, always completely certain of his next step.
So, smug in his usual self. I can see that, honestly. That doesn't surprise me necessarily.
The way you describe him, I can't blame you for taking an interest.
You also have to understand his place in our culture, our psychology, our entire conception of ourselves. He guided Zakul's prosperity for generations, centuries. What we had wasn't a child's notion of romance, but we were happy. Then Arkan and his brother Thexan were born. I loved them so much. But no matter what I did, they wanted nothing to do with me. And Valkorian wanted nothing to do with them. His mind was somewhere else. He barely spoke, barely acknowledged any of us for weeks at a time. And then, Valen. Valen was troubled from the start.
She was that bad? Is it her power in the Force or something else?
Was she really dangerous, even as a child?
She made furniture move while she was still in the womb. Tore droids apart as a toddler. Once a guard dropped a ball she tossed. Valen crippled him.
Oh.
I confronted Valkorian. His daughter needed help. His sons needed him. His solution was to cage Valen's mind. Most of her power was locked away, along with most of who she was. He ignored the rest of us outright. I couldn't stand by and watch. I gathered the children. I tried to tell them we needed to go. They laughed and called me weak. Even as children, even with Valen's power restrained, the three of them together were still far more powerful than me. I couldn't force them to go. So, I left.
And what did Valkorian do after that?
Did Valkorian try to stop you from leaving?
No. I'm not sure he even noticed. I transferred to the Knights Enforcement Division and took assignments at the outer fringes of our empire. Valkorian never spoke another word to me. Since then, I've only seen my children in broadcasts of public events, like Thexen's funeral, killed in the core worlds. I doubt they even remember me. Hello, little one.
T7! It's good to see you again. Have you found out anything new since I last saw you?
T7, what do you have for us?
Huh.
The Lady of Sorrows is wanted for murder and theft of state secrets, among other charges. The Knights have hunted her for years. No one's come close.
Interesting. Well, lucky for all of us, I'm better than your knights. Even hampered by a tag-along Valkorian.
They aren't me. I'll find her.
With my help, I don't doubt it. You may not believe this, but it's rare for someone to escape a knight's justice.
And when that someone is the knight's own child.
We'll find out, won't we? Could I... Is it possible for me to talk to him? To Valkorian?
I don't think it works that way exactly.
Lots of things live down here. Few of them friendly. We should be careful.
Well, these tunnels seem well maintained. Did you come here often when you were in this area? I don't know what kind of conversation one should be having when stuck in a tunnel system trying to get out, but nevertheless, it's lovely. What was that? T7, don't get lost. I don't think I need to go. Oh, these things are so aggressive. I'm actually kind of surprised.
Got you.
Thank you. We need this, which I think is controlled by that. Excellent. Through here, then, I assume?
You know your way around a fight, T7.
Oh, T7.
I don't doubt it. We'll trade stories sometime.
T7 actually is quite handy in a fight. I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. I don't think I've ever met a droid quite as capable as T7. It's kind of nice having a droid like that on my side for once. Considering we are in the ass end of nowhere in a tunnel system, it seems only appropriate we bring whatever we can to fight it. These things are, well, they're something. Oh, this looks different. Did we actually make it somewhere? Or somewhere useful, I should say. I think so. All right. Through, what is this door? Where does this lead? All right, you know what? Just venture forth bravely and hope that we actually can get where we're going in relatively one piece. I can't say about the rest of the people around here, but you know what? I'd like to have some fun. Security? Already? We just got here. How did you know that we would be here? Is there somebody that's tattling on us already? Or is your security system actually that good? It can't be that good. If your security system was that good, I never would have gotten away in the first place. Huh. Friends of yours? Oh.
Update.
Yes?
Extermination efforts aboard the gravestone have been slower than anticipated, Master.
Oh,
it
that's
seems
fine.
quite unnecessary that I clean up the creature's remains. They clearly serve as an effective warning to other potential stowaways. But Master Votena was quite insistent, so the ship will be quite clean upon your return.
Thank you. HK, that's quite lovely of you. Poor HK, trying to just protect the ship.
Tell me, Acolyte, what does the return of our great Zildrog mean to you?
Zildrog?
It means death to disbelief.
Okay. Well, HK at least is having fun while left on the ship. That's all I can ask for at this point, to be honest. One of us should be having fun.
This is the old world as most Zakulans know it. A place to mingle with the rabble and then go home to brag about it. One big party. I have a contact nearby. Need to go alone.
Alone? Okay, are you on the job? I didn't realize. Am I interrupting?
Does this mean you're back to ruthless enforcer, Senya?
Yes.
Oh, have fun. Make much murder. T7, I agree. Between the two of us, we will have much success while we try to do... What does it tap into the surveillance?
You saw the Lady of Sorrows.
It's over here, yes.
Of course you did. What is she
I think this is the first one that we're going to need. Alright, T7, keep an eye out, would you? Oh. Really? It just alerts the troopers like that? How interesting! Well, at least this won't be dreadfully dull. What a nice shot you had there. Alright. And then we take this... What is this? A fancy elevator of sorts. Alright, T7. I found the next one that we need. Is that... Like, what is that spray paint? It seems so out of place in a place called the Old World. Like, you have, like, those light fixtures, stuff like that. Definitely give off Old World vibes, you know what I mean? And then you have that, and it's tacky. T7, I haven't been able to critique anybody's decor in over 5 years. This feels good. Feels like I'm getting back to me. Still, though, dreadful. More people? Yes, of course. More Sky Troopers. 3 this time! Wow! Not sparing any expense for me! I wonder how long it'll take Arkin to find me. Granted, the whole point of this is to be as undercover as humanly possible, but if Arkin is half as good as everybody says that he is, or half as bad as an evil, which that remains to be seen, then, you know, he should be finding me in no time at all. What's this now? Oh, all right.
I had always intended to visit the old world. I thought I would have the time. Delightful.
You couldn't have mentioned Senya was the mother of your children?
I wanted to see what she would do. In the end, she chose to place her trust in you and your associates.
Was it trust or was it necessity, Valkorian? Please, you know the difference. We both do.
That wasn't an act of trust. As far as she knew, Heskel would have said something.
Cynical. If that's what you choose to believe, I cannot stop you.
priority call for High Justice Phelan. She'll want to know who I just spotted.
Well, T7, thank you very much. I'm so glad you were able to get the last... Is it the last? Almost the last location that we need? What a day it's been already, and we just got here. Oh! This time they sent out a big droid! Huh! Is it if you just activate this stuff enough times, it just progressively gets allegedly harder? Or is this one just a sensitive node? In which case, T7, your information was quite well done indeed. Good job. And then this way? Let's see. Shouldn't be too far away if what you said is correct. This place is fascinating though. Oh, over here. Okay, I see what you're saying. So you said down the elevator? Or whatever, lift? Whatever this is, but what an odd place. The old world. So this was the, what, original Zakul? Valkorian decided to put together while the, Sith were doing Sithy things. Is this what he had always hoped that, you know, Droman Koss would look like, or Korriban in the end? How odd. I can't tell if this is more or less tacky than Droman Koss. I'd like to think it's somewhere in the middle, to be honest. Like, I don't think that some of this is quite as tacky, but other bits of it, much tackier. It seems like they're... Well, whoever was designing this was a little flawed. You hear that, Valkorian? No? Nothing to say to defend your gigantic buildings that clearly show you no signs of you compensating for anything. Now let's see what fun things they send me this time. Just one? No. Sincerely? Just you? Come on. Oh, alright, well I guess that too. Wait, I heard something. T7, is there something gigantic behind me? Oh, I do love this. Okay, well this is a little bit better. Still not really a challenge, but, you know, can't be choosy in a time like this. Alright. Perfect. And then you said I need to do this?
If you can read me, I made some new friends. Could use a hand.
I'm on my way.
Goodbye, T7. Senya made some friends? Huh. Well, if that's code word the same way that friends is code word, you know, the Empire, then I'm in for a treat, it seems. Let's see, where could she possibly be? Can't wait to see what kind of friends Senya decided to make while out and about without me. Anything over here? Nope. Nope. Senya? Has anybody seen No, none of you have? Oh. Oh, is there an arena down there? Look at that. Oh, that's just impressive.
Feel the power of Zildog's claws!
Oh, Senya. Why? Why do you do this? I mean, honestly, I'm kind of impressed that you picked that many fights. To be honest, Senya, I am... Who is Zildrog? What is the meaning of all of this? I mean, I'll beat up people all day long, don't you worry. It's just... Oh, this is rather impressive. Is that it?
Who were they?
Heralds of Zildrog. Cultists longing for the return of a mythical serpent god.
Serpent god?
Used to be they were just a nuisance. Now they're militant.
Charming.
Good show! Absolutely wonderful.
You! Hush up over there.
Quiet or you're next.
Okay.
There you are. Sicking heralds on me, Reg? Not too bright.
It wasn't me. The heralds run the old world now. They made a deal.
With Arkin? What kind of deal?
Heralds keep crime down, and the knights keep out. You stick around, they'll blame it on me. You gotta go.
Tell me where to find the Lady of Sorrows first.
Some kind of joke, right? I'll take my lumps from the heralds over the lady any day.
And where do I fit on that list?
What?
You know what I can do, Reg. Need another reminder?
Oh, this almost makes me homesick. I do love it when stuff like this happens. Also, for what it's worth noting, she's the nice one of the two of us.
If Senya doesn't get what she wants, believe me, I will.
Wait a minute, wait. I was gonna say you don't want to mess with the lady. Then I was gonna say, but hey, that's your prerogative. You've always been square with me. I'll be square with you. Don't gotta hit me.
Where is she?
I don't know. But I do know who to talk to. There's a data seller at Market Station, Mona Gale. She works with the lady all the time.
Mona Gale. All right. Sorry. Let's go.
Bye-bye.